First of all, we have to know what is competitive advantage. Competitive advantage is what a business does better than others that customers care about. It also helps attract more customers, earn higher profit, and operate more efficiently. Above average or mechanism is when a business earns higher profits or return than the industry average, it shows strong advantage. For the example is Apple consistently achieves higher profit or sales than other smartphone brands due to its innovation and brand loyalty. The second part is similar product or substitutes same target audience. For the example is Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Compete in the same market but Coca-Cola global brand power significant edge. So here is my presentation.
In formal presentation, I have mentioned before, because you are a team, so actually you don't focus on, okay, here is my presentation. You don't need to add that phrase. You just pass the microphone to the next one, and the next one will continue to present.
Okay, and then I will introduce the companies with competitive advantage. And all we know, there are two sources of competitive advantage. One is capability and another is resource. The competitive advantage of these three companies is all stem from resource. And the first one we want to introduce is TSMC. And TSMC, it has the competitive advantage of good customer relationship, which is relationship capital. And why TSMC will have this advantage? It's because their pure play foundry model avoid competing with their customer and allowing their customer to ensure their work with confidence. The last one is Costco. And Costco's competitive advantage is human capital. And this competitive advantage is because Costco, they pay their employee significantly higher than the retail industry average, which has helped them retain experienced staff and reduce the turnover and the training cost, improve the service efficiency.
Very good.
Next, I'm going to introduce what is corporate innovation and how companies stay strong in a fast-changing world. Even large companies must keep growing and creating new value. They cannot only walking on the old ways. To do this, they need three important parts: strategy, renewal, internal venture, and external cooperation.
Now I introduce the operation. First, strategy renewal. Changing the business model and product, updating an organization and process, and entering new market, so daily operation makes the new strategy. And finally, the right timing, place, people, and training and keep key talents, having flexible process to respond fast and putting operation close to the customer.
And the last one is framework-based organization. It can divide into shared responsibility for operating decisions and hybrid organization from these two partners. And shared responsibility for operating decisions means give the venture some control over their daily operations, but they still have to work with the rest of the company. It's all about freedom and alignment. For example, Ashland Chemical, this company created this hybrid role to oversee their new venture with people from both the new business and existing divisions. The another example is IBM. It's established in 1924 and a former CTR. IBM was once a major computer manufacturer. and today it is become a global technology and consulting company. From IBM's example, we can know that keep innovating is not just those big ideas, it's about willing to change and adapt. Even with over 100 years history, IBM continues to innovate. And this is our presentation. Thank you for listening.
For Kristen, yeah, your English speaking is pretty good. Now I'm inviting you to just looking at me and introducing what is EBO in IBM. Just don't look at the screen and don't read your notes. Just tell us what is EBO in IBM, how they execute this kind of management system in EBO. Just try. Just try. No? The question is, tell us what is EBO in IBM and why IBM designed the EBO system and how they execute, how do they manage EBO.
Because IBM is a long history company and they want to innovate, so they create EBO this system and to like make new enterprise plan.
How do they apply their management system to help grow the EBO?
They balance the formal ethics and strategy and operations and organization and into management.
Does IBM apply the same metrics for EBO and the common business organization? Does IBM apply the same metric system for EBO? Metrics, METRICS metrics. How does IBM monitor the performance of EBO? Does IBM also count down financial performance or any other metrics?
Because they are enterprise, it's hybrid phones, so they're put into all companies, employee and new enterprise employee into a same group. So they can monitor this new enterprise.
So traditionally, the headquarters will monitor the performance of each business unit. And now they have their core business units and also has some EBO, emerging business organizations. Okay? So do you think IBM can apply the same metric system for the traditional business units, which is already in scale and already have mature product lines, but how do they measure the performance of the EBO? Is there any difference between the performance measuring system between EBO and the traditional business units? Okay, so Ryan and Patrick, do you know IBM EBO? In terms of your framework, what are they? What are the EBOs in your framework? Because IBM is already an existing corporation, right? They invest in some new organization, so they are doing what kind of venture? So what is corporate entrepreneurship? No. What is corporate entrepreneurship? What are the 3 types of corporate entrepreneurship? Thank you. 是在报 corporate entrepreneurship。不行，不能照我讲，我是怕你听不懂的问题，所以我用这个。No, they are just the 3 types of corporate entrepreneurship in Europe. My bad. 你刚刚不是讲了3种 corporate entrepreneurship 吗？对啊，那你就在讲 restate the 3 types of corporate entrepreneurship. Okay, Edric. Okay. Krista, what are the 3 types of corporate entrepreneurship which is relevant to IEN's EDO? Not really. There are 3 types of corporate entrepreneurship. One is strategic renewal, right? So they don't change, actually they don't change their organization, but they do really look into new business models. And the associated require organizational transformation. But another one is the corporate venturing. One is internal corporate venturing, another is external corporate venturing, right? So strategic renewal, internal corporate venturing, external corporate venturing. So those are the 3 types of corporate entrepreneurship. Because traditional entrepreneurship is more about individual entrepreneurship. You are an individual, I am also an individual, and we co-found a new company, newly established. But corporate entrepreneurship are the entrepreneurial activities within the existing firms. And why do they need to involve corporate entrepreneurship? It's because